All right, this is your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Kodash. Double honor to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled, Understand What Time We're Living In. All right, understand what time we're living in. Now, I got inspired to do this lesson because of a lot of reasons, all right? Because we do need to be occupied in prophecy, like it's spoken of in the book of Sirach in the 39th chapter, all right? It tells us to be occupied within prophecies, meaning we're supposed to watch, be circumspect, repent daily, and do what we're supposed to do as far as being righteous and rehearsing the righteous acts for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And like I said, looking out for what's going on in the world. And another reason that I got inspired to do this lesson as well is because of this video right here that Apostle Tahar uploaded. It says a major event may take place inside of 2 months. Okay, and pretty much he was going into the debt ceiling because America is in heavy debt, like the scriptures say. The scriptures tell you about America being in heavy debt. And this is going to be one of the reasons why the economy is going to crash. And Esau is going to do this on purpose. Okay, he's going to do this on purpose because he's trying to push that digital system, because physical money is going to be done away with. It's not going to be a thing. It's not going to be a thing as far as, dollars, quarters, coins, all of that, man. All of that stuff is going to be gone because everything is leading to the MOTB, which is the microchip, because that's the end all be all, man. Everybody, the elites want everybody to have that chip, man. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this quick video. It's only like a minute and a half long, so you listen to the elder, and then after that we're gonna grab a few scriptures. So let's get right into it.
Take place within the next 2 months. I was just watching the last 3-4 minutes of RTD TV, dollar with Mike. The debt ceiling standoff ends with a disruptive event. So he was good. Well, you got to watch it. It's 20 minutes long. It just ended. I stopped it before his last words. But just watch this particular video. I'll put the link in the description box. If I don't, just go to RTD or RTD TV. You should be subscribed to this individual. Brothers, well, at least one brother called his show and told him he was an Israelite, so he knows that. That's before he grew the beard. The debt ceiling standoff ends with a disruptive event. Could this be a black swan event? Look up black swan. I did a video on that a couple of years back. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.
All right, so you heard it. All right. Said the debt ceiling standoff ends with a disruptive event. All right. And like I said, Esau's going to crash this economy because he wants to bring in this digital system. And this is going to happen, man. This is why I said we need to understand what times that we're living in, because just because we don't see anything major happening right now does not mean that these major things are not going to happen. All right. This is why you should not get comfortable within this world. You shouldn't get comfortable doing certain things, because as soon as a major event happens, man, it's going to throw everybody off, man. It's going to throw everybody off. But not saying the hopeful elect. It's not going to throw them off, because like the scriptures say, we're supposed to watch. We're supposed to be circumspect. And it's not going to catch us off guard, because it's not going to come to us as a thief in the night, because we're waiting for it. As far as the rest of the world goes, it's going to catch them off guard. And yeah, the day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night to them. Okay, but at the end of the day, he said within the next 2 months, something may happen, but we'll see, Lord willing, it does, so we can hurry up and, get up out of here and we can finally go home and be in the kingdom, man. But this is what it is. It says the death penalty stands off for the ends for the disruptive event. Lord willing, I'll catch this video and watch it and see what he was talking about. But as we all know, yeah, this dollar getting ready to crash, man. And once that happens, and and credit cards, phones, the physical money, all of that stuff is going to be useless because everything is going to be within that chip. Okay. And that's what it's coming down to, that chip. So let's go ahead and grab a few scriptures real quick. All right, so we're going to get Habakkuk chapter 2, and then we're going to start at the top. And it says, and I will stand upon my watch to set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it would not tarry. All right, so that's what I was saying earlier. Just because things are seeming kind of calm right now, because you can still live your everyday life and do what you need to do or want to do, does not mean that these prophecies are not going to happen. This is why we always supposed to stay locked in within the spirit and looking at these major events, looking at what's currently going on in the world, so then we can be prepared for it. All right. Like I said, it said, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, meaning the Most High is going to have things happen according to his according to his will. He's going to have things happen at the perfect moment. It says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. That's right, because you can't do nothing against the truth, but just for the truth. And we out here letting the people know and warning the people that the economy is getting ready to crash. Martial law is getting ready to happen. Famine is getting ready to happen. Famine of the word is getting ready to happen. All of these things will surely come. Like it says, though it's tarry, wait for it. Like I said earlier, it may seem like it's taking forever, but the Lord told us to wait for it. Be patient, man. And patience equals suffering. Because we suffer within these bodies and we suffer dealing with this everyday life. But he said, wait for it. Just be patient, man. It's going to happen. And we finally going to get up out of here sooner or later. It says, because it will surely come. The economic crash will surely come. It will not tarry. All right. So we just got to stay locked within the spirit and keep praying to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 9. We're going to get 2nd Ezra chapter 9, and we're going to start at the top. And it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we're supposed to measure the time diligently. We're supposed to make our calling and election sure by being diligently within this truth. And we measure the time by reading the scriptures, reading the prophecies, understanding the prophecies. And then once we see certain things happen, we like, okay, this is happening. So this gives us signs to let us know that we're getting near the end. Just like it says right here in verse 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. The end is blooming, man. The end is near. Okay, because we're measuring the times. This is one of the prophecies. Earthquakes and uproars of the people. We've been seeing these and hearing about these for years. For years, man. All right, and the uproars of the people are definitely getting stronger and stronger, because the more and more that these economies get weak, the more and more the people are going to start panicking, and they're going to start, doing stuff, man, because they're going to get tired of the people that's ruling over them. Okay, so these are one of the signs to let us know that the end is near and the end is manifest. All right. Verse 6, it says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. All right. See, effects and signs. So all we got to do is continue to watch. Let's continue to watch, continue to pray. And don't let this world become a distraction to you, because as soon as you allow this world to distract you from what's important, which is this truth, you're going to start slipping, man. And this ain't the time to be slipping, because things are getting ready to happen. Just like the scriptures say, though it's tarry, wait for it, man. Don't get to the point where you forget what you are involved in. So let's get Jeremiah chapter 8, and we're going to start at verse 5. It says, why then is this people of Jerusalem slidden back by perpetual backsliding? They hold fast deceit. They refuse to return. 2/3 of our people refuse to return to the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Verse 6, it says, it says, I hearkened and heard, but they spake not aright. No man repented him of his wickedness, saying, what have I done? Everyone turned to his course as a horse rushes into the battle. Yeah, the stork in the heaven knoweth her appointed times, and the turtle and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming. But my people know not the judgment of the Lord. All right, and there it is. Like I said, we over here waiting. We're measuring the times diligently. We're waiting for the appointed time of the Lord returning, waiting for these prophecies to pop off. But 2/3 of our people are not doing that. All right. And like I said, you don't want to be part of that club. Read it again. It says, yeah, the stork in the heaven knoweth her appointed times, and the turtle and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming. But my people know not the judgment of the Lord. Our people do not know the judgment of the Lord. Our people do not understand Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And even though we're out there letting them know what they should be doing, they still don't want to be a part of it. All right. That's why it says in verse 5, it says they hold fast deceit. They refuse to return. They hear this word, but they refuse to do what's right. So guess what? They're going to have to face the harsh judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because they don't know what times that they're coming into. But we do. Okay, so take hold of that blessing that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is giving you and stay focused on this truth, man. Stay locked in. Let's go back to the Apocrypha. We're going to get the book of Sirach. We're going to get Sirach. We're going to get Sirach 27 and we're going to start at verse 11. It says, the discourse of a godly man is always with wisdom, but a fool changes as the moon. If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding. Woo! Read that again, man. It says, if thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding. This is why we always say, do not hang with people in the world that much. There's nothing wrong, you know, if you cool with somebody in the world, you got certain friends or whatever, then, you know, they invite you to have like a couple beers or something, y'all just chill or whatever, and then, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, you're not supposed to continually be among people of the world, because you'll start to their lifestyle will brush off of you, and then it gets you to the point where you'll start doing things that they do all the time, and next thing you know, you falling out the truth. That's why it says, but be continually among men of understanding. This is why we upload these videos on a daily. Okay, we upload these videos on a daily, and this is how you continually be among men of understanding, by listening to these videos. All right, because there are certain brothers and sisters out there that's not among, you know, camps or certain people that is in the truth. You know, they're alone, you know, and that's okay. But that's why we got the videos and everything like that, so people can look and listen and know that there's people out there going through the same exact battle as you are. All right, you know, because I'm one of those people. You know, I live in a small town, and you know, I'm the only person out here, as far as I know, that knows about the truth, or that's living it. You know, trying to my best abilities. You know, trying to do what's right as much as I possibly can. You know, I do know brothers from GMS Chicago, and I do know brothers that live in Chicago that's in the truth, but you know, they in the city. You know, and so there's a lot of times where I can't, you know, be among them, you know, personally, but that's cool. You know, still hit them up, chat and everything like that every now and then. But the majority and the main thing is to be among these videos, man. You know, listen to the brothers, listen to what everybody has to say, get some edification, get some great understanding of the scriptures, man. All right, so be continually among men of understanding. All right, let's get one last scripture and close it out. We're gonna get Ephesians. I'm spelling it wrong. All right, we're gonna get Ephesians chapter 5, and we're gonna go to verse 14. And it says, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach Yahushai shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. All right. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Great judgment is getting ready to happen from the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Great death, massive death. All right. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. See, we understand what the will of the Lord is, but we read in Jeremiah, 2/3 of our people don't know the times. They don't know the judgment of the Lord. But we know exactly what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is all about. Okay. So this is why it says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Use this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to your best abilities, man. This is your weapon. This is all you need. As long as you have that, that's going to build up your faith and get you stronger within the spirit. Okay? Then it says, be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the spirit. Okay? Speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord, giving thanks always for all things unto the Most High and the Father in the name of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of the Most High. And that's one of my favorite topics, is speaking about the fear of the Most High. All right, that's the main thing that you need to have. You need to have the fear of the Most High within you, because as soon as you have that, that's going to lead you to doing what's right. That's going to lead you to growing within the spirit. That's going to lead you to getting a better understanding. That's going to lead you to becoming a better person, because you're going to make sure that you want to stay on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's good side, man. All right. So we just got to stay within the spirit, man. And like it says in verse 16, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. A lot of things are getting ready to happen, man. All right. So stay locked within the spirit. Stay circumspect, not as fools, but as wise. And keep praying to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazah, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.